Yo, tap in with me, YouTube. You know, we locked in. I ain't gonna lie, I look rough as hell right now, but that what made me make a video. Because somebody asked me, why do I have the job that I have, but I decided to make content. So I decided to let's make a video out of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tap in with me. Y'all don't know who I am. This y'all first time watching the videos or whatever. My name is Young the Don. I used to go by Young 420. Key Wheel, I got a lot of nicknames. But I started using the Young name because there was a lot of more Key Wheels popping up than when I first changed my name to Key Wheel. Because technically that was my rapper name. And I was just using it, you know what I'm saying, to push to push my brand. But long story short, a person really inboxed me and was like, why do you make content and you have a decent job? One, I don't know what decent money is to everybody, but the money that I make is only decent because I have a little support system. So in the longevity schemes of things, you have to think in the long game. So I have a ton of help at home with like my kid, like anything I need help with, I have a support system. But as an adult, you have to remember, we only have a certain amount of time left on this earth, just to be honest with everybody. Like everybody has a day that they gonna go. Everybody got one. So my thing was, I need to be able to support myself when my support system leaves. So that made me start thinking of ways to make extra money. And I was like, I really love being behind the camera and being on camera talking shit, doing whatever, kind of like vlogging, the little videos that I do. I like doing that. It's not something that I consider as a job. So I'm trying to turn a hobby that's something I like into monetization that can help me with my family. Because a lot of us don't understand, the people that you see on a daily basis have a due date. Everybody has a due date. I got a due date. It's going to be one of these days come up around whenever that we're not going to be around anymore. So we have to set up our people, or make sure that we have our people set up in the right way. So when we leave, or when they leave, we won't be hurting as bad, and we won't be struggling financially, emotionally. Only thing we need to worry about when somebody leave is how to mentally get back over. You don't need to be stressing about where the money coming from for your bills, or debt collectors calling you. Because to be honest, one of the other reasons that made me start making content is that at the place that I work at, that everybody know. If you don't know where I work at, go watch the video up under this to see where I work at, because majority of my videos I have my uniform on because I'm at work 24/7. So that's one of the things right there. Like, I'm always at work, and I seen one of my co-workers come in that went through the same situation that I had went through. Well, he lost his wife to a pass. His wife passed. So that's another story. A lot of y'all don't know I was married, and I had a wife that passed on me with health problems, and that sent me kind of down a dark spiral. So I started using the content to help me, stay alive, stay positive. Because if I didn't, I'd have been lost somewhere, just to be honest. I've been somewhere depressed, somewhere ready to hurt myself and hurt anybody else. But that comes with self-awareness and emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't there, so I found me a escape, and I did. And I used YouTube, TikTok for my escape. So one of my co-workers came in, went through the same situation I went through. Lost a wife, had to go through the funeral situation, dealt with family. But his situation was totally opposite from mine, where that my situation kind of went smooth, as I hate to say it this way, but it went smooth as possible for the situation that we went through. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to go through a difficult death, but at the same time, the death that we went through was smooth, similar to other people's experiences when they went through the same thing that I went through. So, my bad, y'all. So it's just, I seen him, and I lost my wife at 27, 28. You know what I'm saying? I'm 29 now. I'm about to be 30 in a couple weeks. Lost her at 27, 28. He lost his wife at 65, 66. You feel me? So they had a little bit more time together, but they also went through the same thing that I went through, like not knowing how did you want your wife to pass, not knowing their last wishes in totality. You know what I'm saying? I knew, but you wanted to know. In those moments, those conversations you have come back so many times, and you get so confused because of all the emotions that you have going through your mind. Like, and it throws you for a loop. So you know what your partner will want it, but in your mind, you fighting against your mind and your feelings at the same time. So you're not gonna make the correct decision all the time. But in my experience, in my situation, that was kind of smooth compared to anybody else's that went through the same thing that I went through. But man, I seen him at 65. You know what I'm saying, relying on certain things and thinking that certain amount of money is gonna last, and it's not. Man, I got a lump sum of money when my wife passed, but it didn't last 3 months because of all the bills that we had accumulated together, all the debt she accumulated by herself that I paid off, and X, Y, and Z, all her little keepsake things that I wanted to keep, I had to pay on. So it was a lot of nuances that I went through, and I seen him go through the same thing, but at a different level than I went through it. And in my head, I'm thinking at 65 and in that range and up, really 60 and up, period, even you have to work by force is another toll on your mental, because you done gave so many years to a workspace that you don't have anything to show for your labor. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I am making content today, because I refuse to be 60 and up still having to bust my butt the way that I'm busting it now at work. I'm working 12 to 17 hours a day, bringing home decent amount of money. I'm not gonna say it's chump change, it's a decent amount of money, but the way that life is, the cost of living right now is so freaking high that the money that I'm making, it doesn't accumulate to the lifestyle that I should be living. Not saying that I'm hurting for anything, you know what I'm saying, but I do have to schedule out bills. I do have to make payment arrangements on certain things to make sure things stay afloat in the house and we still able to do X, Y, and Z for our son. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that people don't realize, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, them little likes and them little comments help out, because, hey, you don't know what a person's real goal is on behind that, you know what I'm saying, behind that screen. And this is like one of my second or third videos that I'm dropping on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I be having the videos, but I don't be having the time to edit them. And I don't want to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, unpolished work, if you would say. I don't want to just throw all my clips together and then say, here go a freaking video. Like, nah, I want the good production like I see on the YouTubes and on the Twitches and all that. I want to be just like that, or even better, and have my own spin to it. You feel? Because like everybody that does watch the video will know, I'm almost 30. You know what I'm saying? August 1st, I will be 30. That's a couple more weeks, you know? Like, hey, I got to make some shake. I refuse to be 60 and still having to bust my butt at a delivery company that I work at now, and, you know what I'm saying, killing myself. I wish that everybody could, you know what I'm saying, find them a way. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't find you a way, what's the next best thing to do? Is make you a way. You feel me? So, man, I'm gonna keep dropping these videos. Y'all can like them, y'all can don't like them, y'all can tell me where I can improve at. And I'm always a big feedback guy, because that's kind of what I do for a living. I'm a feedback person. I do that in my job, I do it outside the job, or whatever. And as y'all can tell, man, the job has been kicking my ass. Like, look at my face. My eyes are swollen, I'm tired. But you know one thing they say though, man, as long as God gave me breath in my body, I'm gonna keep working, you feel me? I'm gonna keep moving. Every day is a blessing, man, because one day you might not wake up, you feel me? So you gotta enjoy every day while you can. So that's what I'm gonna do, you know, I'm gonna take this little, you You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my pros and cons with my life, and I'm gonna keep it moving. But lock in with me, YouTube. We got another video dropping soon, man. I got a video from last year that I still haven't posted from the Lemon Drop Festival in Dallas. I'm going to drop that before I drop the one that I'm supposed to be dropping, because it's another Lemon Drop Festival today in Little Rock at their hometown. So I'm gonna go to that one too and do a little recording and do a little vlog, you know what I'm saying, with the babe, you know what I'm saying. So y'all be tuned in, man. Lock in with your boy, man. We got a lot more videos to come, man. I love y'all, man. Stay easy. Lock in. Huh.